6. An American serviceman on the Japanese island of Okinawa pleads guilty to raping a Japanese child. The Federal Aviation Administration and the safety factor in aircraft made overseas but flying here. And why would the state of Texas object to a religious program that helps alcoholics and drug addicts to quit?
From ABC, this is World News Tonight with Peter Jennings.
Good evening. We begin tonight on the Japanese island of Okinawa, where the overall role of the U.S. military has been placed in jeopardy by what 3 American servicemen did to a 12-year-old Japanese girl. 2 Marines and 1 sailor told a Japanese court today, yes, they were all involved in the kidnapping, and 1 at least is a rapist. Here's ABC's Mark Litke.
Japanese police shielded the 3 Americans from photographers as they were led from the jailhouse to the courthouse to face a panel of 3 judges who will decide their fate. There are no juries in Japan. The accused were escorted into the courtroom, hands cuffed, restraining ropes tied around their waists. They displayed no emotions as prosecutors described in methodical detail how the 3 planned the rape, buying condoms in a military store before they stalked and abducted the 12-year-old girl, allegedly raping her in a deserted field. Standing before the judges, Seaman Marcus Gill pleaded guilty to all charges. Marine Privates Kendrick Ledet and Rodrigo Harp admitted to taking part in the abduction, but both denied raping the girl. All 3 are being represented by court-approved Japanese attorneys, though the proceedings are monitored by a U.S. military legal observer, standard here in all cases involving U.S. servicemen.
We safeguard the suspect's rights by attending the trial with an interpreter.
Relatives of the accused are not convinced of that. They held a news conference in Atlanta today expressing fears that their men are being railroaded.
My son is innocent. He says he is, and I believe him. I do not believe he is capable of committing any type of crime whatsoever.
Well, there have been other rapes, even murders by American troops here. 19 U.S. servicemen are serving time in Japanese prisons. Few cases have generated as much anger and emotion as this one. In recent weeks, Okinawans by the thousands have taken to the streets calling for the withdrawal of U.S. forces from their island. And those emotions are likely to be further inflamed by statements from the victim and her family read for the first time today in court. The young girl states she is now filled with fear each time she sees an American soldier, while her father writes that if Japanese law permitted it, he personally would kill the 3 Americans. Despite their pleas today, all 3 defendants will still be tried on all the charges. Charges that could bring sentences of 3 years to life in a Japanese prison. Mark Litke, ABC News, Okinawa.
Other news today, there are new questions about the system designed to ensure that airline travel in America is safe. The National Transportation Safety Board has been investigating the crash a year ago of an American Eagle ATR commuter plane in Indiana. All 68 people on board were killed. ABC News has now obtained an early draft of the report on the crash. And here's ABC's Lisa Stark.
Soon after the American Eagle ATR crash, investigators determined the plane went down after ice built up on the wing. In fact, the Federal Aviation Administration knew the ATR had experienced icing problems for years, and the Safety Board's draft report points out how the FAA and the plane's French manufacturer